So it's the week of April 14th, 2023. I just wanted to put this weekly video out there. I struggled this week with coming up with, hey, what was I going to say on this video? And what this week made such an impact, or what numbers did I think would be worth sharing that I thought would move the needle or at least be helpful. And I'm struggling with that this week. There was so many things that happened this week. Always looking to the positives and seeing growth opportunities and things that we'd be able to do. It was a good week. But looking at Capstone through a lens of where we were last year at the same time versus this year, it's a totally different place behind the scenes. And without being able to go into so much detail that I become exceptionally boring, I'll keep it just to the boring side and say, hey, so the things that we're really trying to improve on, we're finally seeing happening. And I hope you're seeing it from your side when it comes to our level of service. When it comes to communications, we rolled out our core values to the team about 6 months ago after really retooling them, locking them in, and we're seeing just our core values resonate well with the team, better than they ever have. And I know it's cliche to say like, hey, we've got the best team we've ever had, but right now we really do. Like, we've got an amazing team. I think each person embodies our core values more than we've ever seen in the past, and it's refreshing and it's awesome. And for a while in the business, it was looking pretty tough, right? Pretty lonely, honestly, where it was one of those situations where you're like, dang, does anybody, other than the core few of us that were here back at the time, does anybody care as much as we do about this? But right now I could say that this team really does. And I love that feeling. It makes me want to show up every day and be better for them. So the things we're working on, communication, which I hope you're seeing. Our systems, we scrapped Salesforce last year. I don't know if I've been super transparent with y'all in seeing this, but in December of last year, after way too much money in 3 years of our lives, scrapped that, moved over to a new CRM for a particular part of the business, which has absolutely transformed. We've seen some great growth, and kicking ourselves and kicking myself for not making that decision sooner. But you know what? There was this pain around it. It was this pain that I had spending so much time and money and effort in this program that I thought was going to change our lives, and it did change our lives, just not the way that we had hoped. And embarrassingly, if I told you how much we spent on the system over all that time, it's just one of those things that I'm glad that we've moved away from. And we had brought in at that time a fractional CTO who really helped us see the value of making that change. That was also the time that we exceptionally embraced Asana, which all coincided with last quarter of last year, which was very, very, very dire and looking like, hey, if things didn't turn around at the first of the year, most of the industry would have suffered significantly. So we're in the throes of it. It was a good move, and I'm excited that we made that move. But you should be seeing and feeling some of those benefits. If you aren't, then you'll see them very, very, very shortly. From speed to getting back to you to, just all kinds of different things. We're still in the early stages of what we've got going on there, but for the most part, early adopters in the office are loving it, and it's working, and I'm seeing that happen. Transparency. We are really, 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 really focused on transparency, and as much as we can share to help. I think at the end of the day, I would hope that anytime you talk to somebody here, you feel that you're getting helpful information. You're getting genuine information, real information. Sometimes maybe not what you want to hear, but realistically, we've got to stick to these core values that we feel have gotten us to this point, and they're taking us to that next level. And realistically, a lot of the conversations that we have with y'all are not easy conversations, right? So I hope that the team can stick to the plan and stay transparent and be as authentic as possible when giving you that oftentimes bad news, and making sure that we can work with it and bringing solutions to you before we just drop a monkey on your back, right? So that's super, super, super important to us. And I hope that you're feeling that. If not, I'd love to know and hear more about that personally. You can shoot me an email, and I'd love to. Again, we are here to continue to grow this business, and by growing this business does not necessarily mean growing by doors, but growing by just coming in and changing things and making them better. And that's one of the fun things that we love and have the ability to do here at Capstone. So we hope you're feeling that. Number 3 is our metrics right now. We have better metrics. We've been tracking stuff. We've got metrics for metrics, it feels like. And let me tell you, it feels like there's such a new opportunity opening up for us to see not only our metrics right now, but the forecasting, building out this forecasting for what things look like moving forward based on our numbers in the past. If I showed you any of our numbers, you'd see like we take every line item for all these different. It's a lot, and it's taken a long time to get to this stage, but we're finally starting to see these metrics really pay off for us so that we can come with information that's helpful. For example, we're looking at leasing for this last week, and the leasing numbers jumped up tremendously from last week to this, given 2 different properties that were basically commanding just a tremendous amount of inquiries because of where they're at. One of them is in Chandler. It's $2,100 a month rental, and good grief, did we get a lot of traffic on that property? Overwhelmingly amount. The guys are out there just we're trying to get that one approved today, honestly, so that we can let them not have to field those here this weekend. And be able to focus on the others. But we don't have as many listings right now as we generally do on the market, which is also good. But keep in mind, like when we're putting these things back on the market, the competition that's out there is exceptionally strong right now. By way of we've talked about all these heavy hitters, these hedge funds that came in and buy all these properties, and we need to have the same product that they do, and we might not be able to reach their level of product, but we still need ours to sparkle. We still need to be able to compete. So keep that in mind. If we're giving you feedback on fixes or these types of things, a lot of it really is this is the market that we need to spend that money, and should be able to get you the rents that you're looking for. Hey, I hope this is helpful. Look forward to connecting again next week. Again, this market is right now, rental market is pretty hot. Sales market, again, another week with lower inventory. Demand ticked up a little bit. But again, if this inventory continues to go lower, it's just going to continue to keep those prices being fueled. We're seeing got one today that we just put on the market for sale, and I'm already getting threatened with over full price offers. And we offer, our list price was very, very, very fair. So let's see what happens. Fingers crossed, market's here, and I hope you have an amazing weekend. See ya.